This week we're featuring highlights from our baseball team, we get to know student athletes, and we get an update from our football coach. Stay tuned because the LTU Sports Report starts right now. What's up, LTU fans? I'm your host, Elizabeth Kuhn. The LTU Sports Report is presented by Lawrence Technological University, and we are sponsored by Henry Ford Sports Medicine. Let's kick off today's show with a recap from the Blue Devils baseball team.
Baseball is back after a 2-week break as the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils take on the Saints from Aquinas College. The last time the Blue Devils hit the field, they split a doubleheader with Cornerstone. On the other side of things, you have the Aquinas Saints, who look to win just their second conference game of the season. In order to make a playoff push, LTU needs to string together a few wins. Let's play some ball. Starting in the first game, Lawrence Tech would come out flat as the Blue Devils saw the Saints pitcher lefty Travis Keys throw 16 strikeouts as Aquinas would shut LTU out with a score of 5-0 the final. Moving along to a much more entertaining second game, Lawrence Tech seemed to have stuck to the game plan because the Blue Devils came out absolutely on fire, scoring the first 4 runs of the game. Score is 4-0 at the end of the first inning. The Saints would hit back with 2 of their own runs in the second inning, score 4-2 after 2. Let's jump ahead to the top of the 5th inning where junior Luke Morissette would ground out, allowing his teammate, Grosse Pointe native Kalen Bazewski to score. The Saints would score twice, but LTU would take a 5-4 lead into the 6th inning. Lawrence Tech would go on to win this one, 6-4 the final.
I'm Sarah Fritz, and I play tenor sax. Going to LTU, marching band was definitely a factor. I really liked playing my saxophone, and I wanted to continue that into college, and LTU gave me that choice. The band is a really great atmosphere. It's very family-like. We're very close, especially with the small amount of people we have, because we're not an extremely large band. It allows the opportunity to be friends with almost everyone. And the directors are very accommodating if you have things that run into practice, like games for sports or academic reasons. The restrictions has actually impacted the band minimally because you're already spread out because of marching. We spread out more, so we're all constantly 6 feet apart from each other. And we have our mask on if we're not immediately playing, and we have covers on the bells of our instruments to prevent the spread of COVID. I heard of LTU because I was already in a lot of STEM classes in my high school, and I have a lot of friends whose parents are in the automotive field, and they were hiring LTU students right out of college. So I decided it was a good decision for me to go here. I love how small the classes are. You get very one-on-one work with your professors, which for a lot of people that's very helpful, especially at such a high intensity degree such as engineering. And the band, it's so much like a family. It's a really good opportunity to make more friends that you're going to have for the next 4 years.
After a 2-week hiatus, softball hits the road to face the Aquinas Saints for an important WAC matchup. Even with the inconsistency of the season, the Blue Devils are still in the hunt for a good playoff spot. Can the Blue Devils bring their conference record to 500? Starting with Game 1, it would be all Aquinas in the first, as the Saints would score the first 3 runs of the game. Moving along, the next 4 innings would feature a Blue Devils takeover, as Lawrence Tech would go on to score 4 straight runs between the 2nd and 5th innings. Score tied up at 4 at the end of the 5th inning. Fret not though, the excitement is far from over as the Blue Devils would kick the 7th inning off with another score. It is now tied up at 6. This game would need extra innings, so we'll head into the 9th, where the Blue Devils would strike first as the freshman Nicole Powrax would run one in the score right behind her a couple of plays later. The junior nursing major Haley Mazan would take care of business as she would score, extending the Blue Devils' lead to 2. Score is now 8-6 late in the 9th. However, in a game of twists and turns, the Saints would hit a 3-run walk-off to end the game. Lawrence Tech would drop this one 9-8, the final. Game 2 was a different story. Lawrence Tech would come out flat, and although the Blue Devils would score 2 early runs, the Blue Devils couldn't stop the onslaught from the Saints, as they would score 7 early runs. LTU would find a small spark in the top of the 5th inning, scoring a couple more runs, but the deficit was just too much to overcome, and Lawrence Tech would drop the second game 15-7, the final.
My name is Bruno Vicente. I'm a freshman in LTU and I play golf. Hawaii 5-0, it's my favorite from Fox. It's just an amazing story. I mean, my favorite activity is water polo because I don't know, it helps a lot with the core and stuff, the muscles in golf. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. He's just awesome, just a guy from high school that is doing everything and nobody knows about it. Favorite kind of animal, it's a shark. I mean, shark is just a predator in the sea, so that's why I like it.
We're going to take a short commercial break to hear from our sponsors. We'll have more LTU athletics when we get back.
If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Thanks for sticking around. Now let's get back to the LTU Sports Report.
Baseball is back in action. This time the Blue Devils take on the Cardinals, Saginaw Valley at Comerica Park. LTU is trying to win back-to-back games for just the 3rd time this season. On the other side of things, you have the Cardinals, who come into tonight's matchup red hot, winning their last 4 games. Can the Blue Devils pull off the upset? Starting at the top of the 1st inning, game still scoreless. That is until the junior, Luke Morissette, runs in for the first score of the game. LTU leads 1-0 after the 1st inning. The Cardinals will score twice in the 2nd innings, so we'll jump ahead at the top of the 3rd inning. Cardinals lead 2-1, but it would be the Blue Devils who would light the field up, scoring 3 runs in the 3rd.
Lifted into center field. Cornwell on the run. Can't get there, drops. 1 run is in. Second one rounding 3rd. Barker will stand up, and it's a 2 RBI double for Nick Olson with 2 outs in the 3rd.
Score now 4-2. Jumping ahead to the top of the 8th inning, LTU still leads 4-3.
As the Kuiper bounces one towards the second baseman, a diving play roaming to his left by Burke. The throw to first is an out, but a run comes in to score.
Comeback complete. Lawrence Tech would go on to defeat the Cardinals 5-4 the final.
The count is full with 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. The payoff. Laneza from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. And Lawrence Tech, in their first appearance at Comerica Park, comes away with the win 5-4.
As we all continue to battle the pandemic, we are pleased to say that we were able to get in 2 games this spring season. From this point forward, we are shifting our focus towards the fall of 21, which we're extremely excited about with the current retention of our student athletes here at Lawrence Tech and the incoming class, recruiting class, which was a very stellar class for us. We have just completed our schedule for the fall. We will play an 11-game schedule with a bye week in the middle of our season. We're bringing on 2 new non-conference opponents, that being Kentucky Christian University and then also Bluefield State College, which we'll play in the front half of our schedule. We are very excited about what the future has for Lawrence Tech football, and we hope that you guys continue to ride the wave with us. In reference to our recruiting class for the year of 2021, including our mid-year enrollees and our incoming fall high school freshmen, we will have a class that exceeds 50. It's a great class. We're bringing in multiple high school state champions, a few college transfers as well to build experience and depth to our roster. It's a talent-rich class that we're extremely excited about, and we definitely look forward to their future as they become Blue Devils. So we have a group within our program which was the initial class of Lawrence Tech football. Their nickname is the First 45. And out of that class, due to the pandemic and the NAIA's waiver for eligibility this year, we're excited to say that we'll be bringing back close to 20 of those young men in the fall who will be graduates next year. So this will be our first official senior class. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the depth and experience, the things that they've gone through in their tenure here. So we will finally have an opportunity to put a product on the field that has the experience we feel it needs to compete at a high level within our conference. So those young men are definitely the foundational building blocks of the program. We honor them, we're blessed to have them, and we're excited that they'll be returning with us this upcoming fall. Me completing my first year as a head coach here at Lawrence Tech, and my first year within my career being a head coach, it has been a wild and crazy year, as we all know. The challenges have been mind-blowing at times. One thing I can say that I have truly learned from this experience is the importance of planning and also the importance of being flexible with those plans. So we have planned upon planned upon planned for the inevitable and the unknown in preparation for what our current pandemic continues to bring us. With that being said, I am definitely looking forward to the upcoming year, us getting back into a sense of normalcy so that we can move forward with the program and the things that we have within our culture. I think in all team sports, especially the game of football, with being such a large pool of people, the biggest adversity that we faced is the distancing piece. And in team sport, from the time that you're in the dining hall eating together, lunch, breakfast, dinner, when you're on buses traveling together, overnight stays, in the locker room, all these things kind of comprise what are some of those interwoven things within the fabric of a team that grows a team. We have not had that complete opportunity this year or these past 13 months or so due to the pandemic. I think that the creative ways we've chosen to come together virtually, maxed up, distanced, and we still persevered and found ways to be creative enough to build the team chemistry and bond. Although it is not the norm and it's not the preferred way that we would like to do it, I think that these things will definitely pay dividends in the future because it helps us, and it has helped us build our foundational blocks of our program and the culture that we're building. So these things, when we can get back to those normal gatherings and cookouts and team bonding activities, things of that nature, we'll take this and use it as a springboard to, again, a sense of normalcy. So we're looking forward to that as well. As we strive to build a championship caliber program here at Lawrence Tech, I humbly come to you asking for your support, not just monetarily, but support surrounding our young men within our program, helping our program grow, the things that it takes from the village to build Lawrence Tech football. Blessed to be a part of a phenomenal university that has great career services, great alumni opportunities and things of that nature. And we want to kind of build upon that and let that trickle over to the field as well. Please feel free to reach out. We're here for you. We're in this together, and we thank you for everything.
My name is Emily Williams. I am class of 2024 and I play women's soccer. My favorite TV show is The Office because I think it's really funny and it's really easy to binge watch. My favorite vacation spot is probably Cancun because it's really pretty and warm there. My favorite superhero is Deadpool because he's super funny. My favorite animal is a cat because I think they're super cute and they just make me happy.
That's our show for this week. Thanks for tuning in. If you are not already following us on social media, be sure to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also hear more interviews from student athletes on our Blue Devils in Depth podcast. Again, I'm your host, Elizabeth Kuhn, and I'll see you next time here on the LTU Sports Report.